What's up, people?
How's it going?
What's good, you guys? It is your two favorite brides of Christ and man of God
Two favorite brides of Christ and man of God.
on the
Man of
live.
God.
He said that. Oh, sorry, y'all. It was going in on my phone over here. Sorry. The Godly Gangster. Yeah, the Godly Gangster Gang.
God against the game.
Christian Gangster.
Christian gangster.
Street Ministry. What's popping, y'all?
Street ministries, y'all. What's up? What pop? What pop?
What popping out? What popping out? What's good, family?
What's up, y'all? So we just here back again, as y'all can see. I got this
brother.
This lovely light-skinned dude over here. His name is Najee, aka Saucy Nugs in the building.
Nugs. Oh, some of that hog sauce.
Anyway.
Not the hog sauce.
So tell them what we're talking about, Jay.
All right, so y'all, today the title of this is "We Ain't No Broke Christians," i.e., the journey to financial wholeness. So, you guys, just to give y'all a little bit of a background, this is more so going to be a question and answer thing. So, this is me asking questions to both Akayla and Naj, and then they're going to go ahead and just basically share their heart with you guys and just kind of give y'all some tips to be able to help y'all get on the right track for financial wholeness. Please make sure y'all got y'all pens and pads because it's going to be some great gems on this on tonight. So, y'all.
We here. Let's get in it.
So that being said, one of the first questions is, what was your financial status or financial snapshot before y'all came together as a couple?
All right, now do you want to go first?
I can go first. Well, my financial snapshot before we got together, I was still working 2 jobs when we got together, in debt like crazy, trying to live above my means, trying to prove things to the world that I didn't have to, but being under, the leadership that I was in and the affirmation that I was in, flashy clothes, the suits, the ties, the robes, the collars, and this, then the third, it costs money.
Yeah.
And, church folks will put on the image and put on the front and be in crazy debt trying to prove things to people.
Yeah.
And I was one of those people. So all types of crazy debt.
For sure. Understood. Okay, wait.
All right. Yes, for me, totally opposite. If anybody knows me, I love to save a penny. Like for real, like there, anyway, let me back up a little bit. So I've always been a saver, meaning whatever I could save, I will only give myself a small allowance to spend. And even that wasn't even a lot. So, I would live like I was broke, but my bank account definitely wasn't. Of course, I still have debts because I went to college. I did not have a full ride. I went to Winthrop University. And so coming out of there with debt, it was normal for me. And I knew I was going to have to pay on it. So that was it. So, but I had a plan that I was going to pay on it and be finished with my debt by the time I at least was 50, not 50, at least 55. And I was on the way to purchasing a home. So my goals were already set. I did not seek out to please anybody because my mindset was that whatever everybody else does is whatever they do. But when I look back 30 years from whenever I look back, I will not be regretting spending a whole bunch of money because I knew that I always wanted to leave something to my future children. So, and what people don't understand. Okay, sorry. I'm about to roll.
No, you're fine because I wanted to ask another question in a little bit, but I don't want to get too far ahead either. So no, you're fine.
Yeah, me either. That's why I'm like, let me back up.
Go ahead.
So, moving into today, I'm still a saver. I'm still try to get the lowest cost possible for different things and stuff like that, because I still believe in leaving a legacy that's debt free,
Mm.
meaning when my kids or our kids inherit a house or land or whatever, it will already be paid off. So I'll just stop right there, and there you go.
Well, no, that actually went right into the next question. The next question was essentially, how did things shift once y'all became a couple? Like as far as like financially, like how did things shift for y'all?
That's a good question. Really, things shifted a lot for him.
Absolutely.
Not really for me, but go ahead.
For me, things shifted tremendously. Like, I mean, when I first met her, um, I knew that she was down to earth, but had goals, goal oriented. That she was not going to just spend money just to be spending it. She wasn't a gold digger.
Yeah.
Didn't have no ulterior motives, however you say it. She didn't present herself like, oh, this is what I want, this is what I'm expecting, this, that, and the third. So I knew that I was dealing with something different. I knew I wasn't dealing with things of the past and things of old. Because first off, she didn't have no nails, as long as 85.
Still natural.
Natural as can be. I mean, she keeps her hair up and things of that nature, so I don't mind. Didn't mind paying for stuff like that because at the end of the day, I knew she was natural and you know, natural black queen. So that being said, it changed because I didn't have to prove myself financially and this, that, and third because it's obviously I still work two jobs. Who makes the most money, and she works for the state and get paid twice a month. So with that being said, but helping me with my bills and helping me not spend and putting things up because at the end of the day, most men we don't know how to save. We were never taught how to save. We were never taught to put our money in the savings account. Everything stays in check and this, that, and the third. And she had to check me about that plenty of times. And she was like, why is your money just sitting in, your checkings account and not savings? So I was like, well, in order for us to do that, I'll just start giving you the money that I want to save. And we'll go from there.
Mm-hmm. What I will say, just thinking financially while he was talking, one thing did change, and that was allowing him to actually help me with different things. Like he was saying, I do work for the state and living on my own now. Just backing up a little bit, if nobody knows, Jay and I, we actually roomed together for 2 years. And so that you can imagine going from that to being on your own, your saving habits are a lot different because you can only save but so much per month. And especially me, there's no such thing as overtime, especially working for the state, doing what I do. You can get time off. So yeah, time off, but you don't get overtime. So it's nothing that I can do to get extra money at my job. Therefore, I had to be forced to look at other options to make money to be able to, again, help out to purchase a home. So with that being said, like I said, he was there and now helping me financially. And he is the breadwinner. I mean, nothing I can do. So I had to check myself to be like, okay, I don't have to necessarily contribute as much as he does. As long as I'm contributing, that's all that should matter. So it shifted from being a dominant, independent, right? In a dominant, independent woman to being a woman that was now moving forward to, about to be engaged and married. So it switched from that mindset, because you have to, as women, we have to learn how to be submissive and learn how to allow our men to contribute more to help us in the future.
And that's on word, man. And I'm really glad that the both of y'all clued in on that, like as far as like the submission portion, because like y'all always hear us talk about submission, at least as women, and us being able to submit to our husbands as they come along. And so even in that, being able to see this, y'all pay attention. I pray y'all writing this stuff down because it's key and it's very helpful. Najee, you made a valid point too, like about the whole savings thing and about even men learning about savings and stuff like that. So that's definitely real too. The other question as well. Well, since you dived into this, well, I wait on that particular question. So what are your financial goals at this point? That now that y'all, are together, coming up on being engaged and married, what are y'all like? What are y'all goals here over the next 5 years financially? Like, what does that look like? If y'all want to,
Give me an answer.
whatever y'all want to share concerning
Yeah, you can go first and I'll go.
I mean, because I pretty much know the
Yeah, but
layout.
say you the budget and all
So
that. So
if anybody knows, I am the financial person of this union right here.
Come on, Union.
So we talk about everything financially in our goals, but I kind of like manage over all of that because I'm the better one with finances. So the goals that we have is, of course, and I talked to Najee about this, to have at least 7 streams of income
Yeah,
financially, not just 7 streams, but 7 profitable streams.
yeah.
Because this is one thing that people don't tell y'all. They be like, "Oh, I got 14 streams of income." Okay, but that one stream only producing like $1 per month. Granted, it's still profit,
Come on.
but it's not to the point where it's making a big change to your account. So I want to be able for us to create 7 streams um like I said, profitable,
Mhm.
effective streams of income. And we talked about how we were going to do that. Um and then of course, like I said, purchasing a home, being able to pass these things down to our children. Land. I am a big thing on land. One of the things that I told him was, if you want to impress me, what you can do is buy me a house. Okay, do not buy me fancy rings. I mean, these were even cost effective. Don't buy me fancy rings. Don't buy me no shoes, no purses. He be trying. That ain't me. Um, he be trying, and it's nice, but he was used to those type. He was used to doing those type of things for other women, but for me, those things don't impress me. But again, if you can buy me a home or you can show me some land, you like, come on, let's get up on it. Those are the type of things that we're aiming for.
Absolutely.
Um, oh, well, the 7 stream of income, the land, the house, what else? Other properties.
Yeah, other
Financially, that
properties,
would, I guess that would be one
different
stream of,
ministries and
yeah.
different occupations within us as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just as well as like, the engagement and the wedding. We're
Yeah,
not planning to be in debt
that's it.
going into that and after that. Some people try to please people. We're
Y'all might be
going
getting to go
into
plates. Keep
right. Nah, we ain't worried about that no way.
nah, bro.
Yeah, we're not trying to please people. It's all about pleasing God and doing ministry and this, that, and the third. I mean, why spend 15, $20,000 on a wedding that's one day and then gotta pay for that the rest of your life?
That's word.
Um, Even if God was to make us wealthy tomorrow, it still wouldn't be no big old shebang and this, that, and the third. It's about pleasing God. We want to be fruitful and multiply once we're married and this, that, and the third, and raise our children. Again, have land. For me, myself, one stream of income be my main job. My barbecue business. I bake as well.
Come on, shameless plugs.
Coach as well. So we got like 5 or 6 different things, streams of income
We're
within us.
already,
So
yeah,
Yeah,
not even including we're both authors. If
yeah,
yeah,
anybody knows, Najee has written a book. So
yeah.
have I, and we were supposed to be working on our
yeah, we're working on that second one, but
it's
we so busy to but I
it's
mean,
real.
we got a lot of things inside of us that God is gonna manifest. I mean, it just takes time, but we have the tools and we have the knowledge, so it's not like we're gonna be stagnant or anything. But
Amen.
again, we're getting everything planned out. It just takes time, but we young,
Mm.
and if young people watching us or inspiring to be great with your significant other, you can do it. You just got to have a willpower and the mindset, and let God be first, and you go make it.
Amen.
Absolutely. And one thing that I would like to definitely just say is that we are unified in this vision, right? And so,
Mhm.
um, and it will be very difficult for one person to have the vision and the other person kind of believing in it, but they're not following according to the plan to make it happen. So
Right.
that's one thing that I will also to tell young people, like if you're dating or you're courting or engaged or whatnot, make sure you and your spouse are on the same page and understand what the mission is and what you're trying to accomplish. Because when I met Najee, he really didn't have a like solidified mission, right?
Right.
As far as like how he wanted things to go financially or how to get there. And so us just working through it and being together and just learning together, we were able to put together a mission that makes sense to us, to where we'll be able to reach it in a timely manner.
And I think what I really appreciate and I want to clue in on is the fact that granted the blueprint may be the same for each couple being fruitful and being and multiplying and being exactly who the Lord called y'all to be as a couple and as a married couple and things of that nature. But also the fact that there's a difference in the regard of each couple being unique. Not every couple is the same
Yes.
with how they do stuff. So I truly appreciate that. Again, it's a Galatians 1:10 situation. Whether in marriage, whether just in a relationship, in a courting relationship type of ordeal, or single, it doesn't matter. It's still Galatians 1:10, meaning who are you choosing to please? Who are you trying to please? Are you trying to please the Father? Are you trying to be a servant of Christ? Or are you trying to please
Absolutely.
people? And you can't do both. You gotta choose
Nah,
the other. But what we don't realize is that when we please the Father, we're gonna get further along regardless.
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Definitely, and I appreciate y'all cluing in on that. And really, y'all started to tap on the last question. But I do want to ask y'all both a question. Because one of the things that you were mentioning earlier was about the goals that you had set before y'all got together for yourself. And then also once y'all got together, helping Najee to kind of figure out too what his goals were financially. So what does that when you sat down to start to look at your goals, what were some things that you considered for anybody who may be watching as far as them trying to formulate a plan to try to achieve what it is that they to achieve financially?
Well, first things first, you got to look at his actual finances. Like,
Yeah.
I know a
Right.
lot, like a month after we started talking, and he was like, "This is what I want us to be in the future." I was like, "Okay, if you want us to be together, let me see your pay. Yeah, let me see what you getting. Let me see your debt. Let me see your credit. Like,
She seen it all.
I see that all." And then when I was writing it down and I was asking him questions, I'm like, "Where is this money going?" He kind of got upset with himself because he didn't realize that he was spending hundreds of dollars on BS. And I'm
Yeah.
like, you could have literally
Been saving. Could have
Yeah.
had like 10.
thousands, $10,000, $15,000 just sitting there. But the
Foolishness.
first step is to actually be very transparent in your finances. Um, and then be able to establish like, hey, this is what I'm looking at. Can you what is your like ask them what some of their goals are or what they're really wanting to achieve in life, and see if your finances can actually achieve that. If it can't achieve that right then formulate a plan on how to again create those different streams of income. Because I'm gonna be real with you, working just for the state, it don't pay a
It ain't
whole
gonna
lot.
cut it.
It ain't gonna cut it. So y'all both have to be hustling, not in a bad way, but in a way that you're always working on something and being productive, so that it helps you guys meet that goal and then go from there.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, for men and women who are both looking to get married at some point in time, whether they're single, we'll talk about the singles right now, but who want to get married at some point in time, what are certain things that they can do to prepare for whenever the Lord allows them to meet their spouse?
To prepare, I mean, again, you need the person that's dominant in finances. That's
What?
number one, because if you are that's just being real, be real. If you are a dumb spender, you're
Mhm.
just a dumb spender, which most men are dumb spenders. So with that being said, we don't keep tallies and all this stuff. We just spend. If it's in the account, we just go get it and spend it. You got to figure out which person is good over the books, which person is going to manage the money, pay the bills, this, that, and the third. Now, for me, I mean, the teaching that we get every Sunday from Apostle, he teaches us that, if you're going to make this step to be engaged and then marriage, it shouldn't be no secret. So with that being said, we already have our savings account together.
We
Um,
have one savings account
yeah,
together.
Yeah.
yeah, one
it
save.
it was hard. Like, especially because you already know how much you already had saved, and it's like, but I don't want you to like intrude on my money.
Right.
It's real.
Yeah. And so getting the savings account together, like after I propose and stuff like that, starting to switch things over, like starting because after that, you in the ballpark. Like
Sorry.
you have to get the ball on the road. So if you're gonna purchase a home before you get married, you can start working on that. If
Working
y'all
on your
gonna
credit,
working
bro.
on your credit as well. If y'all are gonna live with each other, in an apartment until you're able to purchase your home, just being able just to know that you're gonna be required to pay bills, and it's nothing like having two incomes coming into one home.
That's true.
So it helps carry food and all that. Uh,
What I Oh, you done? You done?
mhm.
Okay. What I will say, like he was talking about before the marriage portion, but to prepare yourself even before you get in a relationship, what I
Right.
would recommend is that you actually get to know yourself and
Absolutely.
establish that relationship with God, because there's nothing like meeting a and you're meeting a saved or unsaved person. You guys are not equally yoked. So to make sure that you're on the
Absolutely.
right side of the fence, how about you get saved first? How about you start getting to know who you are, figure out your triggers, figure out what is required of you when it comes to being a woman of God or a man of God, because the roles of a man and a woman of God are very different. So
Yeah.
understanding what that is and not having your expectations so high that you actually miss out on your Mr. Right. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
Like, and that's
Yeah.
before, man, listen, Jay and I, we had these lists.
Mm.
When I tell
They
you,
sick.
Let's shut up, boy.
They
Shut up.
no, for real,
they
like,
sick.
I mean, okay, but you met like 95% of my list. I
To be
Yeah.
honest,
mean, huh?
to be honest,
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you're
I just wasn't dark skinned.
but
he
that
wasn't dark skinned and he not
don't
taller
even
than me.
matter.
Yeah.
We appreciate you like you are.
But see that's Lucifer.
Oh,
Darker than you had either been burnt. Mm-mm.
You see that? You see that right there?
God brought you over to the right side.
Okay, anyway, we gonna keep on moving. Anyway,
But Aunt K said hello, Aunt K from Columbia, South Carolina. I see my classmate Reed Fleming
what's up, Mia?
and Mia. So
what's good, man?
sister-in-law.
Me a bit.
Um, and another thing to prepare before you even getting in a relationship is know your credit. See what's on your credit. Some of y'all got stuff on your credit and you don't even know what it is. Like you
Don't
need to
even know what it
start
is.
figuring out what's on your credit, who using your credit, because some of y'all mamas and daddies don't
Used
put
it.
bills in your name and now you got jacked up credit. Figure
That's
out,
true.
and the reason why credit is so important is because when it comes to purchasing a home, purchasing a car, things of that nature, those interest rates are going to, like, it's going to affect how much you paying and stuff. And as a couple, when you're trying to move forward, you don't need extra stuff on your relationship where you gotta pay extra just because you was careless with your money
Mm-hmm.
in the past. So I talked about three things: your spirit, knowing yourself, and really knowing just about your finances in general,
Yeah,
dealing with your credit and stuff like that.
absolutely. That's where.
Oh, and knowing your role as a woman and a man of God.
And even if God blesses you to be debt free and this, that, and the third, you still gonna owe taxes.
Mhm.
So regardless of the fact, you still owe somebody. You may
Yeah,
not have a physical bill, but you still owe the state
Yeah,
or wherever the county you live in.
and you need to know how to handle that.
So you have to plan. And again, of course, with being in a relationship with someone, somebody gonna have better credit than you. It's just gonna happen. Somebody gonna be the breadwinner. One person gonna have better credit than you. One person gonna have better work schedule than you. That's just life. But you also can't forget too as well with managing money and managing your time and managing your love life. There got to be time with God. There's also got to be you paying your tithes and offering. You can't
That's
afford not to do
big.
that.
So you need to be doing that before
You need to be
y'all
doing
get
all
in
of
a
that.
relationship, so it's not hard when you get with a true man or woman of God. Just saying, and
that's
Right.
we're both
key.
fathers, so
That's real spill right there, man. Cause I mean, I can honestly say, like I've told Akayla in the past, and even I think I've told you before, Najee too. That was a reason, part of a reason why I didn't want to be in a relationship like that, because I didn't want anything to take my attention away from the Lord or take my
Right.
eyes off him. So that's real spill. Like if you can't be a good steward over those things ahead of time, adding a person into another person into the mix, how is that going to be beneficial if you can't take care of what's already there? So I
Amen.
agree with that 110%. And really, y'all
Um,
went into the last question, but is there any other advice that you may have for singles, people who are currently in a relationship looking to get married, people who are currently engaged? Any other type of advice, whether it's financial, whether it's spiritual, whether it's relational, anything?
what I would say is one thing is to always make sure that you're learning about something and trying to make your relationship better with the other person as well as with
Mm-hmm.
our Heavenly Father. When you're finding people who are not willing to move forward in any area of their life, that is a red flag.
Yep.
So if you're with somebody right now, you're not married,
I don't know why
talk
it's
to them
cutting.
about it. They're still not willing to change. You need, can you hear us?
It's like it started cutting in and out. I don't know why though.
Okay. What was the last thing you heard?
No, you were like I could hear what you were saying, but it started like cutting like while you was talking. So you good now. You can
Okay.
go ahead and keep going now. It's
Um,
not no.
so yeah, if you're again, if you're just dating or courting or something like that, and you realize that that person is not willing to change for the better, again, that is a red flag, and you may need to reevaluate and pray on the situation.
Absolutely.
Because some people are just not willing to change at that moment. It doesn't mean that they're not going to change at all. So that's my biggest thing, and make sure that that person is responsible in some type of way. There's nothing like being with an irresponsible person, whether in their bills, whether it's spiritual. Like you don't want a spiritually immature or spiritually I don't know, unaccountable person.
Yeah,
Especially when you're trying to move towards God, you don't need that person to pull you down spiritually or mentally for that matter, or physically or financially. Well, all of them,
All
okay,
of
all
all
of the leads.
look, all
You don't need that. And so that's my biggest advice. Thing. That's pretty much, yeah.
and another thing is too, we know that this life, this race that we're running, we're not running it trying to be the first one the line, but we're running it uh with the patience and pace of God. With that being said, um, you have to be willing to change. You can't be stagnant. You can't be stuck in the same place. Because 9 times out of 10, when stuff like that happens or you're going through in life, it's 9 times out of 10 is you.
Yeah.
You should
so
be willing to change. You should be willing to uh take whatever God gives you, because at the end of the day, people say, oh, he won't put no more on you than you can bear. You can bear it.
yeah,
And with that being said, he's gonna give you the tools to bear it.
Amen.
So it's just about fixing yourself before you can fix someone else or be with somebody. And again, the world's point of view is that us young people are bound to fail. We're gonna be statistics, just like our families. It's gonna be a generational curse. But to the young person or the young couple that's watching us, you have to be the one that wants to break the generational curse.
say that.
We are determined to break the generational curse that's on our the family's life, having children out of whitlock, busting it down, doing all types of stuff.
Come
Yeah,
on,
all of
so
it.
We are determined not to let that happen until, and so that's why I'm just so excited for our future. I'm excited about walking across the stage and actually, Apostle announcing Mr. and Mrs. Nesbitt, because I'll be able to post, I broke a generational curse.
come on,
At the end of the day, we won't have children out of whitlock. We'll
say that.
actually be having children in a marriage, in a union. So it's just, you got to find that person that is going to be the glue to your puzzle. It's going to be that last piece to the puzzle. And, it gets hard. If you're single, it gets lonely and all that, but you got to keep fighting. Because again, the race is not given to the swift, neither to the strong, but that one that endures to the end. And God gonna be with you every step of the way. You're gonna have good days, you're gonna have bad days, but I promise you, the good days outweigh the bad.
Amen. What I will say though, when he was talking about breaking generational curses, even financial generational curses, for that matter, I mean, I'm not saying that my family is poor, but we're not financially well off either. To the point where it's like, I remember growing up, and it's a lot different now for my parents because, they only have to financially be responsible for my sister and my brother. But I don't know any of my family members at this point in my life who are close knit with me, who are well off or who don't really have to worry about the extras. So I feel like it's our responsibility to also break that curse of, whether it be the curse of spending habits or the curse of just being broke or the curse of not owning anything. That is our responsibility. And that's why this whole thing is talking about finances, because other than including into that stream of income, Jay and I, we talked about stocks a lot. Najee, he sees me listening to stuff and he's like, you need to turn it off, just give me like 20 minutes. I'm like, I need to stay on this because stocks is no joke. Whether it's stocks, whether it's the Roth IRA or a regular IRA, knowing what that is, knowing what a regular savings account is, or something else, like, or just simply just understanding what a CD is, or just understanding the basic things, life insurance, what can we get, just basic things that us, and I'll be honest, quite honest, the African American community, we're not very versed in a lot of these things. So it's Absolutely. On us, and where he's not strong in that, that's where it comes on me. I'm doing my part because he is the breadwinner, but yet I am also the one who can give him information about, hey babe, what about this?
Or let's invest in this.
Or let's invest in this. And now he's, looking at other stuff.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time. I'm having a hard time because I'm not gonna look at my phone all day long.
No, he's not gonna do it. I'm like, you don't even, like, if you're gonna do something, just leave it there.
She and Quality calling me, you need to sell. It's
and he ain't do it, and I'm like, okay.
I just give you the money and let you do all this because you're not about to get on my nerves about that.
I mean,
but it's just the truth. Like, you just gotta find that person that's just gonna be the person that's gonna just do it all in regards to finances, and it's fine. We've already talked about, and after we married and stuff like that, I'm only gonna get $100 allowance.
Absolutely, because he'll spend money
every week, every 2 weeks. So
we're gonna have hot meals every day at home.
Come on, hot meals.
Feel me?
Hey.
I mean, let's just be real.
I mean, we already eat at home now, which is a good portion, maybe like 75, maybe 80%.
Because I mean, you get up in the morning, you rushing to work. Don't nobody got time to boil no eggs and scramble to. And a man, we're just gonna pick something up. But I mean, luckily, I'm learning because I found restaurants. I can go get me like 3 scrambled eggs light and some bacon. It's like $4. So I'm finding these mom and pop restaurants.
I'm working on that. I won't even do that.
But she wouldn't even do that because I mean, you still can go get a pack of bacon for $2 and some eggs for $1.
Thank you, and it'll last you for the full week. So that's how I be thinking. I'll be like,
that's true though. But I can spend $20 a week. Go on. So that's how I look at it as. But all those big spending, we don't do that, and we always consult with each other about before we make some crazy purchases or big purchases. Like I want me a big smoker with wheels that are travel.
But that pertains to the business. If a purchase does not make any sense, we're not going to do it. And I'm like, hey, you can go ahead and use the savings for it because we can pay it out. I mean, of course, she's not going to do that. But he's able to. I'm like, okay, how fast can you pay it off, or what's the interest rate on it, or because it doesn't make sense for you to pay more for it than you need to.
Right.
So it's just stuff like that. Like, we're just really determined to just get it popping, man. We trying to be laid back.
Right. With our 5 kids, 4 kids.
4.
Come on.
We're gonna go for 4. 2 sets of twins per
Starting lineup. Let's start lineup for the basketball team.
You know what I'm saying? I just only, you know.
And now, starting at golf.
He's a
7-foot center. Right. So we're just trying to walk this thing out with God being our God. So
yeah, and we do have a comment right down here, Jay. You want to read it?
Sorry.
You're good.
Yes. Miss K said, I encourage couples to work together to achieve their goals. If you got one spouse pulling one way and the other spouse a different way, it will never work. Congrats to you both for working together. Oh, and then Brittany, what's up, Brittany? Brittany said, hey, guys.
What's up, Brittany? What's up? What's up?
What happened?
Bamberg in the house.
Yeah. Come on,
y'all. Be down there in 2 weeks.
Yeah, we
going to get some. What is it? Golden chick? It ain't golden chick.
What? Big chick?
Big chick.
Come
going
on,
to get some of that Bamberg's finest fried chicken. And it's right up the road too. You can really walk.
Yeah.
Really? Her whole little city town. You can
walk in it just by anywhere.
You can walk anywhere.
So
the DMV right up the road. I would have always been there, failing that test. I'm glad. It took me 3 times to get my license. They would say, "We tired of seeing you. Don't even walk back up here no more."
Right, you retired. It's all right.
So wait, Najee. So is Bamberg like Slater Marietta?
You say what?
Is Bamberg like Slater Marietta in Greenville?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you can really like just get out and just there.
Just
we walked from the Chinese restaurant last time to the
gas station,
and it was like 66 gas stations, like everything in a big old circle.
Yeah, pretty much.
Everybody know each other. We have a ball, so we just walking this thing out. You got to walk it out every day. Again, get in that position to be financially stable, and it's all right to a woman that's watching this, and you by yourself, and you independent for now. It's all right, but when you find that man that God sends you, that independency and all that, you got to drop that. And I mean, my hard time on that.
I ain't want no gas in my tank. Like, I'm like, what you giving me money for gas for? If I don't have the gas, I just go. Yeah, like why are you?
She's trying to get me. I tell her she's gonna look out that window.
Okay.
I have to tell you off camera what they look out the window mean. But yeah.
Okay.
You know how you was young and you look out the window, you mad you passed by your favorite restaurant. Mom like, no, we ain't stopping there. You just look out the window to cry, trying to hold back tears because you want that burger.
Okay.
Can we go to McDonald's? You got McDonald's money?
Right. You just turn your head.
Right. That whole part.
And it's not all about spending money and trying to prove love. I can attest to the fact that's what got me in trouble. Trying to buy love will get you in trouble every time. Stop trying to buy love. Stop trying to buy people. Stop trying to buy friends. Stop trying, because it's like the prodigal son. And as long as you got money, people be around you. But when that money dry up,
that's it.
You'll be eating tamales out of the pig trough.
That's real.
And you asked how tamales was. Tastes like gala. Tamale. I mean, I've meant to tell you. You know how like when you cook grits and they get cold and they still in the pot.
Yeah.
That's how tamales look. It's like grits, but it's got like it's infused with meat.
That restaurant up there, they don't probably be good. Come on now.
Yeah, but tamales it's like masa. They use masa dough, and then they stuff like chicken and chorizo. Yeah, but it's like grits.
You talking about Hispanic food tamales?
In the corn husk.
Because we got a Mexican restaurant that's right up here.
It's a Mexican restaurant by the church too that we gotta try.
For real?
Oh, on the back way.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Look, what call it?
El Papadero or something like that. Papa Diro or something.
No, he ain't saying it right.
Papagayo.
No, he ain't saying it
I
right.
ain't saying it right.
But it's way better than Don Pedro's in Gastonia. It is.
Yeah, I ain't been to Don Pedro. She told me not to go.
I was like, I'm not saying that it's bad, but it's not as good. Jay, when you come here,
oh yeah,
we gotta take you. It's done.
I want to name a restaurant. We don't even know the name of the restaurant. All we know, we just go.
Ooh,
it's right up the road. Give you
like.
I still got food from yesterday, and we done cooked the whole meal prep and ate today.
It's real, and they reasonable, so we gotta take you there.
Okay, you definitely get a invitation.
Yeah, I did.
We got you.
For sure, man. Well, I do want to take a moment and thank y'all so much for like sharing with like us for real. And I say us, man, because like y'all done heard my story before concerning my finances and stuff in the past. So y'all already know what's good. And so for me, like I'll tell y'all one of the questions that came in my mind was like, well, dang, whenever your person come, the both of y'all can't be spinach, so somebody has to change. So why not you be the change? And
absolutely, they told me if you would have kept it up,
man. I'm saying, so that's why I'm like, for me, it gives me hope because like to see you, Najee, shift from where you were to where you're at now, and even where you're going to, that gives me hope because I was in that position doing stuff like that, like with the women and stuff like that. So for me, it really, but even though you're a guy and all of that, and I'm a woman, either way, it still blesses me, and it helps me to know that okay, regardless of how my husband is, I can still go ahead and change and make sure that my finances are in order as well.
Absolutely.
It blesses.
And when you change and stuff like that, it'll definitely be worth it. And God gonna send him. Gotta just stand still.
Absolutely. I mean, he ain't never seen so much money in our account before. He's
right.
Like, I mean, even some things I may suggest, he'd be like, we don't need that. I'm like, oh, you like me?
Right.
Come on,
buy store brand stuff.
Oh, shucks.
I'm weak.
Everything sweet. Fructose corn syrup. Know what I be saying? Fructose corn.
Don't make me call you what I call you off camera.
All right.
Anyway.
Y'all funny, man. But definitely, man. One thing I will say, I'm right now. I will say I'm on a journey of better finances, and I'm just.
I think you breaking up a little bit.
Yeah, well, look, I ain't going down.
Is it still breaking up?
Oh, we might need a hurricane. You good now, but
you're going down.
Your bar is going down.
Oh, on your side.
You can see it only from your side though. Oh, yeah, okay, we're back up. We're back up. You good?
Okay. But one thing I will say is that now I'm working on that. Now, as far as like my spending, being better with my spending and stuff. Granted, it's taking it a day at a time. So at least we're in a fight somewhere. You feel what I'm saying? So as time goes on, it'll continue to progress and making sure putting money in the right places and stuff like that. So for anybody who may have been or who's in the position of wanting to change, Najee is a testament. Akayla is a testament that it can a testimony. Their story together is a testimony that it can be done. So why wait? You don't have to continue to wait. You can start today. You can make the decision tomorrow to not do what you would have normally do. You can make a decision tonight to not to go get no food and just cook whatever's in your kitchen. Whatever it is that's gonna help save whatever you're supposed to save. And y'all,
and it's all right to spoil yourself sometimes.
Yeah. The goal is not to, I guess, like starve yourself of the things that you want to do. The thing is that you just have to limit, because the thing is that you have to make your flesh under subjection of really your goals and really our Heavenly Father, because I mean, we may want to eat out every day, but the thing is that do you have self-control? I mean, that is a fruit of, that is one of the, it's not just this evidence of the fruit of the Spirit is self-control.
Yeah.
So again, and so I said, finding out what that means and your role and stuff like that, and finding out who God is and the characteristics, all of that plays a part in who we are in our progression. because sometimes I gotta call it out, or he may have to call it out, and it's
Absolutely.
strictly from the word, because we have to. If we say we Christians, we have to live Christ-like and use the word in every part of our life. I mean, it got for us. I mean, being transparent, it got real for us. Last night we had a little not argument. It was
Disagreement.
moment. We had a little moment. But yet we were still to come on to common ground with the word. And so from there, that word is our foundation, and it helps us move forward. So even in finances, so on and so forth. So,
and being a couple too, don't go to the bed, man. Just work it out before a brand new day gets here. Work it out and get it right. Audrey, AB in the house. Audrey Belcher.
What's good?
Sister-in-law, aka Fat Mom.
You ain't
Fat
right.
Mom.
Oh,
You ain't right.
Cut up.
Okay, that's a gamer tag. Her name
You
is
got a gamer
Boss's
tag?
Fly Chick, aka
Oh, y'all
Fat
play
Mom.
games together.
Yeah, PS4.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's lit.
Yeah, he don't play as he used to, as much as he used to, because he works so much and then he be here. So I mean, he don't have a lot of time to play, which is a good thing because his priorities is straight. Like, I ain't gonna put nobody out there, but I used to talk to this one person and they used to play the game for 8 to 12 hours straight. And I'm like, do you not have a life? Do you, like, what are you doing? Like,
and I got friends like that.
No, bro,
I'm not doing it.
And that's another thing. Y'all better
I used
figure
to.
out like what y'all doing with y'all time management, like
Right.
finances, time management, and your spirit. Those are the three things.
Yeah.
Those are the three things that I coach in, literally.
And that was the next thing I was going to say. Y'all go ahead and put a shameless plug in on y'all stuff right fast.
Shameless plug. What is it?
Fine. At his best, huh?
What?
It's okay.
Okay, you trying to say I'm slow. I see you.
No, she ain't got to do you, brother. She ain't got to do you.
You see what I deal with? Oh, shit. Tell about yourself, your businesses and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh, well, my name is Mr. Kunagee Cohen-Nesbitt, senior. Not senior yet, but one day. My business is Anointed Q, soon to be LLC, Anointed Q LLC, smoking barbecue, different types of meats, all of that. Also, the Cake King. So I can do it up in the kitchen.
No, for real. Like, I am blessed and highly favored in the Lord.
Yeah, because
he cooks 98% of the time.
99.2.
Whatever. But I get fed very good. I mean, yeah.
That's good. Key to a woman's heart. I know they be talking about a man.
And our meal prep is already done.
So while he was, I was looking up information for our finances and stock and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Got you. Okay, so you got
your side.
Hey, yours, Coach A.
Hold on.
Huh?
I think it's a lag on your side.
It's a possibility, man, because it's like it's starting to cut. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, we're gonna hurry up and end it so that
okay.
I am.
Gotcha.
So you want me to go ahead and go?
Yes, please. Yes.
All right. So for me, first of all, you ain't put your book.
Yeah, book. The Weight Didn't Kill Me. It's available on Amazon. It is available.
Social media.
Social media. You can find me at Kunagee Cohen-Nesbitt. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat is @real.nesbitt.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure why it started like cutting when you got to your Instagram. It started cutting. I apologize. I ain't gonna cut you off.
Oh,
no, I think that's it gotta be our end.
I don't know.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know either.
Y'all, we've had a time.
Okay,
y'all, we've had a time concerning internet connections and stuff, but we weren't gonna let it stop us. So prayerfully.
So it might be my internet. It might be.
Like it need to be reset. Your internet need to be
reset. Okay,
reset.
so it could be an internet thing.
It could be at this point.
All right, so he's gonna go ahead and just do that. So while he's doing that, I'll close it out with just giving you some information about myself. So I am a life coach in what I say, finances, time management, and also spiritual. Yes. Spiritual life. So I am a life coach. In that, my name is Coach A. So I have Twitter, Coach A Helps. Yes. Instagram, Coach A Helps. Facebook, Coach A Helps. What's my other one? TikTok. I was about to say Coach A Helps. So there on almost every platform you can find me. I'm trying to keep up with all of them. It is a lot when you're doing it yourself, but whatever. We're going to get through to this. So I do offer those services. Also, I am an author of More Than a Seed as well. So that, and is that it? Christian Gangster Street Ministries. I am also a part of that 100%. Anything else?
New book coming soon. You know what I'm saying?
New book. Eventually. We're gonna say eventually. A whole lot of
new stuff coming soon. A whole lot of new stuff. Let's keep it the band.
That time thing, that timepiece is so important. With we want to create so many streams of income because we want to be able to make sure we're living out our purpose. And sometimes you just can't do that with a job with a 9-to-5. Yeah. And Najee and I both realized that, which is why he is going to be quitting one of his jobs to pursue his barbecue full time.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So he might be having to sell maybe like every other day, every week, something like that.
But it's gonna get done.
It's gonna get done.
That's a hustle for you.
But I mean, I pray to God that we'll be able to work ourselves out of a job. Because my job gets very unpredictable.
We are gonna work ourselves out of it.
Yeah, and especially when we had that conversation about stocks, we're gonna get you into the swing of it. So that is another thing that I offer with finances. Well, I'm gonna start because Jay was like, "Do you offer this?" And I'm like, "No, not really."
Let me tell you something. I don't mean to cut you off, Akayla. But like Najee has already clued in, Akayla has been doing countless hours of just learning research concerning this stuff. A whole lot of research from different banks to different accounts that are most effective to different CDs, IRAs, 401ks, Roth
interest rates, all of it,
crypto. She has put in time figuring
and money. And I ain't gonna tell y'all something I ain't already done. So stuff that I'm about to help y'all with, I've already done. I've already got my CD. I've already looked at different banks. I've already done all this stuff and stocks and NTFs and understanding what that stuff is, and already done it. So I'll be able to help people if they want to grow in that type of way.
Tell Kyla we say hello.
Oh, hey Kylie.
What's up, Kai?
I got you now.
Kyla, you my church partner now, so we eat them worlds our service line. We did. We had some
Kylie spoiled, man.
Had some good candy.
Let me say this. All the children at Friendly Hill are spoiled.
To be honest.
Real.
I mean, like, all of them are all our kids.
Pretty much, at this point.
Pretty much.
You know, anything about it. That's for sure.
It's real. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I think I said everything. Anything else you could think of?
Yeah, but you got the research in it.
Researching what?
You got the research, the knowledge, the understanding, the wisdom about these stocks. But I guess those podcasts and stuff are forthcoming.
Yeah.
So y'all gonna learn a lot.
That's for sure, man.
I don't got the time.
Yes.
So I do.
What you got the time for? Play golf on your phone. That's what you be doing.
I play golf.
Watch the news and play golf. That's all he want to do. By that time, he be done lost about $3,500 as he ain't watching it. That's what he got me for.
Yeah.
He This is
I love
why
it.
you are thankful for whomever the Lord sends you as your person,
Absolutely.
because they will watch your back for real for you. So
Proof. Proof.
if
Proof.
it's,
Good.
Oh, I watch your back
Oh,
always. Well, we watch
absolutely.
each
I
other backs,
was about to say
man.
I watch each other back.
Yeah.
For real.
I mean, like when I'm weak in one area, he's strong in one. When he's weak in another, I'm strong in it. So we balance each other out, and that's the thing. Like y'all have to be willing to
Balance each other
balance,
out.
like learn how to balance each other out. Like whatever your partner is not strong in, don't look at them and be like, well, why are you not doing this? How about you just take the initiative to help them get stronger in that area, or you
Come
just do it.
on. That's key.
That's the truth. And that, like we said, getting in a position to for God to send you your significant other, you got to be in position. And that just goes along with God got a way.
Yeah.
You can't be up under people 24/7. You can't be in church 24/7. This, that, and the third. God got a way. You need to get away as well.
And build.
And
And this
build
is
it
what we do.
and take yourself out. All that stuff. I always say you still can save and take yourself out. Go get you $1. You can go to QT and get you a 69-cent cone. And you got that in the car and in your couch right now. It's probably in the washing machine.
Probably.
So with that being said, just start doing what you're supposed to do. Audrey, you done came back in here. AB. We need to play the game soon.
Listen, I received that because personally I felt like I couldn't take myself out. Especially right now in the season I'm in right now. I felt like I couldn't do that. So that's really, I appreciate that. Thank you for sharing.
Oh no, you need to go everything don't have to be expensive too. Because I look at her in the heartbeat and be like, no, it's gonna be in bills this week. We gotta go.
Wait a minute! Don't be saying.
First
of all, no. It's the other way around. Don't lie to the people.
No, I'm not
what
saying
he'll
like,
be trying to do. He'll be trying to go to Ruth Chris, and I'll be like, no, we can't spend that type of money right now.
No, but I'll go get some chicken now. That's protein. So we can go get a $33 piece of chicken.
You got a lot though. You sit here saying that.
I'm
the one.
Yeah, but I'm not saying like. What I'm saying is that you know what you can and cannot afford.
Mm-hmm.
The week you got your bills and everything, just be like, hey, it is what it is, meal prep or whatever. Yeah. Go get you. I mean, we
eating out every day. You know, put your foot down, bro.
We eat some good meals. Like, it don't take me a lot to get in the kitchen and whip something up.
Right.
And you just got to be willing to learn. And this, then the third, go to the movies. Take yourself out.
Be a willing vessel, literally, spiritually, in every type of way for your spouse or your significant other. Because, man, I done been in a place where that significant other is not forthcoming and they're not willing to work with you and not willing to build because they want to do their own thing. But when it comes to a relationship, y'all got to build together.
Absolutely.
Like I didn't look at him and was like, I can't even be with you because X, Y, and Z. Mm-hmm. I looked at him and I was like, nah, like he got something I can work with. Even though he light skinned, know, like.
Right.
I do appreciate I definitely appreciate the words.
And laugh. Just laugh with each other.
We laugh on a daily
all day.
He can just look at me and I laugh. Not saying
no, that's not. That's how you say it. That ain't
not like that, but you feel me, like y'all gotta have that connection, and if y'all not laughing, something is wrong. I mean,
you're gonna be miserable. Cause I get like if I get up off the chair, I'm old. I'm not old. I'm a young man, but my bones stuff start cracking. A hard man, that's what it sounds like. So hey, you gotta laugh at yourself.
That's
because if not, it's just gonna be miserable.
Mm-hmm. That's right. That's real spiel right there. Well, I definitely, again, like I said, I appreciate y'all for just coming on here, being honest, being upfront. Y'all are always transparent though. Y'all always honest. So I just thank y'all so much. And I pray y'all was listening on this. I pray y'all was taking notes. I know I was mentally taking notes. I know this definitely encouraged me. there was definitely some nuggets for me in there. So I thank y'all just so much for real for coming on here. And y'all, I ain't gonna cap, this was kind of like short notice. Part of it was the short notice. So y'all really came on here. Y'all did y'all thing. So I appreciate y'all. To God be the glory. Like, thank y'all for real.
Hey, it was a joy. It's always good working with him. I mean, we're supposed to do ministry with each other.
That's
And
right.
shoot, that's another tip.
You got to do it with each other.
How about you find somebody that's willing to do ministry with you, not against you?
Right. Because if they staying at home and you going, I mean, if you're just dating, they don't have to stand in the gap for you. Now, marriage, that's a different story. Right. If you got somebody and you married before y'all knew Christ, and now you know Christ, and they still in the world, you have to stand in the gap. Dating, you don't have to do that. It's a difference.
You better find somebody willing to work with you in every area.
And that's why I say, and God will give you the desires of your heart. I'm a living witness. He'll give you the desires.
What I pray for.
Your heart. Because this thing beside me.
Come on, talk about it.
Is the whole milk in my Captain Crunch.
Come on.
So I don't want no almond milk.
Come on, crunchy ties, me Captain.
Yeah. So y'all just gotta find that person that does that to you, and that you don't want to step out on. Because when you find that one, you ain't gonna want nobody else.
You shouldn't need nobody else. You got everything you need in that person and in God. Them two things create a three chord. You got your spouse, and you got God. Well, really, God is in the middle, but you, your spouse, and God. So when you got those three things, what can go wrong?
And if you had a problem in the world with being a hoe, being a prostitute, being selling your body for money, when you find that Mr. Right or that your Ruth, marry her. Don't wait 5 and 10 years to marry her.
That's real.
She ain't just good for her vagina.
We're going into a different talk.
And she just ain't good. He ain't just good enough. But I'm just saying, like.
So let
him go ahead and say it, because
we have another couple too. We still got to do
Talia and
Marquise. So
we need to do that recording pretty soon.
Yeah.
What about what?
Yeah. So that's pretty much it, y'all.
Well, I hope y'all catch that. Y'all, English. I hope y'all caught that tidbit there, because that was actually really good there. The whole thing about when you ain't gotta wait a long time to get married and all of that. Either you know or you don't know, or it's yay or nay. That's what it said. So thank you for that, because that's real. Somebody needed to hear that.
Bro.
So, that being said, Kayla, we hit them 3 P's. Oh wait, can I do I'm sorry. Can I do a plug on me right fast? Okay, real quick, y'all. Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. J_T Speaks. Y'all already know the vibes. Oh, and y'all make sure y'all follow the hair page on Instagram and on Facebook.
Slayed by J.
Yeah, Slayed by.
Wow.
I forget, man. I was thinking ahead to the other portion of it. But Slayed by J MLS. So yeah, y'all make sure y'all check that out.
Y'all get y'all wigs done.
Get your wig, girl.
I'm a testament that J can work some miracles I can't do on my head, what she can do on my head.
But you did good on your hair. You did awesome, to be honest. You really did.
Well, it's out now. It need to be redone now.
Yeah, y'all need to get some more gray in there too.
You like that?
Oh yeah, that gray. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Definitely need that for the honeymoon.
Need it for the honeymoon. Wow. Okay.
Bet. All right. Like official, or you talking about like the wax?
I don't know what y'all do. Y'all
Whatever's gonna stay, because that spray, that was all up on my face and everything. We're gonna have to try something.
We'll be at the beach and everything, so it's gone.
It might need to be dye.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about that off here. But yeah, man. So y'all please tune in for that. New music coming soon. Y'all go ahead and check out Writing, available everywhere. And that's True Speaks. Gang. All right. Shout out to JC for all the things that he's doing. Shout out to the Father for all the things he's
Jesus
doing in our life.
Christ, big brother,
Everything that's
Papa.
coming forth. And yeah, man, go ahead, hit the 3. My apologies, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you good. There's power, purpose, and prosperity.
And prosperity.
And your obedience. You want to dive deep in that?
No, I said power, purpose, and prosperity. I can do it. I knew what it was.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying, do you want to dive into it?
It was the ending for me when he said prosperity. I like that was dope.
Yeah, and prosperity.
So yeah, I just need that. Huh? Go ahead.
Y'all should do a podcast together, like an actual, like another couples podcast.
That'll be funny as heck. I'm telling you that.
I would listen because y'all are hilarious. Like to the times where I hung out when it was y'all, all 3 of us, y'all had me cracking up. So yes, that was.
I think we can look into it in the future.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
talk about the things in there, the politics.
My big baby. Absolutely.
That would be fine. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't cut you off.
No, that's it. I ain't about to go in deep into it because really, when it comes to relationships and everything like that, I believe we'll dive into it deeper when we're doing the courting segment about that power, prosperity, and that all that good stuff. We'll dive into it later. So
absolutely. And also if Akayla is cool with it, y'all, if y'all would like a podcast strictly talking more about stocks, y'all drop it down in the comments or send us a message letting us know, and that may be something that we can arrange for maybe June or something like that.
Really?
So not everything, just some tidbits.
No, you about to see something retarded. Watch.
Huh? Wait. Stop. Come on, by this time.
You know how y'all be in church. Stop me. Stop me.
Look, that's how we be in church. Stop me. Talk about me.
No, Talia had me laughing earlier when the apostle talking about he don't want no catfish, he want flies. She talking about some perch meat. I was like, not no perch. She said perch meat. I said, not no perch.
Y'all be rolling in church, bro.
Yeah.
It be real though. It definitely be.
Hey, how many pieces of that gum you gonna eat? Oh.
Okay. Keep talking. Wait till we get on this camera.
I am weird. Well, Naj, do you want to go ahead and do the 5 this time around?
I don't know how to do that. I don't know that.
I got you.
Yeah. Take up the slack. I don't know that one. That's too many.
Okay. I got you. You can offer Jesus. How about that? Awesome. Okay. So number 1, y'all, please make sure y'all are being a vessel, okay? A willing vessel. As Akayla has already mentioned, as well as Najee has mentioned, you got to be willing to change. Part of being willing to change is being a vessel so that you can be better for whatever the Lord is calling you to do in the world, and in the kingdom more so than anything else. So please make sure you're being a vessel. Number 2, make sure you go ahead and get into your word. Again, man, that's how your spirit is being fed. That's how you're able to really hear the Lord when he's speaking to you about different things, about you getting you together, about him showing you, about him showing you about your character, different things of that nature, your moral conduct, all that stuff. So yeah, please make sure you're getting in the word as well as having a conversation with the Lord. Number 3, praying. Please make sure y'all get into a consistent prayer life, man. For real, talk real. This past lesson we got in women's ministry showed a whole lot, man. This past chapter, like talking about prayer and being in truly understanding what it is. So y'all, please make sure y'all utilizing that time with the Lord, having a conversation, a dialogue, not a monologue. Also, and don't pimp out the Lord. Like, don't only come to him when you are going through stuff. Be consistent with him. It's a relationship, legit. So be consistent in that. Number 4, please make sure you are encouraging others. But more importantly, I do want to say this: make sure you're encouraging yourself. It's not effective if you just encouraging other people, but you're not encouraging yourself or allowing the Lord to encourage you because you're not wanting to be obedient or even getting the word to get the encouragement, however it comes. So make sure you're encouraging yourself as well.
We on 20%.
All right, and the last thing and the last thing you ever really do is be blessed, live a blessed life, all that. Just walk in acceptance of what the Lord has given you. The word talks about us being given peace, a measure of faith, grace and mercies, all this stuff. Yes, it's given to you, but if you don't accept it, it's not beneficial to you really. So learn to go into an accepting place. And what I mean by that, accepting from the Lord and being willing to change and give back to him what he deserves. That's where I'm at.
All right. Go ahead, Nigel.
All right. I guess we're getting ready to close this out. We do know that this podcast has been great. Talking about being financially stable and
Doing it as a couple.
doing it as a
and stuff like
couple,
that.
as Christ, being the head of our lives. For somebody that hasn't accepted Christ as your personal savior, you may watch this and you may say, I want this connection. I want to build my life around what they're talking about. I want to walk the walk and talk the talk. We do know in the Bible, John 3:16 says, God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. Whosoever believes in him shall not perish but have everlasting life. Also in Romans 10, thou shalt confess with thy mouth and believe in thy heart that God raised him from the dead, thou shalt be saved. First of all, you have to confess that I am a sinner. I've fallen short. I know what I've been doing is not right. You have to ask God for forgiveness and then turn. Because if God before you, who can be against you? And if he saves you, he'll always be, as the old folks say, your battle axe in the time of battle. So we ask that if you watch this,
hold on, sorry.
Why you?
Okay, never mind. I'll tell y'all what I was thinking.
Yeah. She trying to be funny because I got that old soul and I can bring it out. But he will be your battle axe in the time of battle. So with that being said, we ask that God just cover the person or persons that watch this and want to be saved. Just say, God, I'm a sinner. I've fallen short. I ask that you will come into my heart. Forgive me for my sins. I believe that you died. I believe that you rose again on the third day. You're saved. Now it's up to you to put the ball on the court and where the rubber meets the road, get in a Bible-based church and walk out the life what you want with Jesus Christ. Because you can't do it by yourself. Some people have this preconceived notion, I don't got to go to church to be saved. Yeah, you got to be around people that's carrying the same things that you want to carry. And don't be hanging around people that don't have anything, or you need to be hanging around people that's like 2 or 3 steps ahead of you. So that's all we got.
Appreciate you, I said I appreciate him.
Absolutely.
For sure, man, for sure. Well, again, I do want to take the time and thank y'all so much again. Thank you, Father, first, for just allowing this to play and allowing this to happen. But also, again, thank y'all so much for your transparency, coming on here, for sharing these gems, man, for ultimately helping people to kind of get a blueprint together almost for how they can kind of make things happen for themselves, with the Lord, of course, being at the head of it. And so I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much again for coming on here, Brother Notch. Per usual, it's always a pleasure.
My brother I'm just looking at a text message from my brother. He talking about, it looks like Starbucks coffee is more than 69 cents. To Audrey and Kashandi, Nathaniel, Raheem, Copeland-Nesbitt.
Oh my goodness, your mama tripping.
What's it called? I didn't say Starbucks was 69 cents. Of course, she's the first lady of coffee. You're gonna spend about $10, but I said QT cone is 69 cents. And yeah, took you to roof, Chris. Holler at me. We'll go.
Y'all gonna pay?
I am weak.
Absolutely. Me, you, and him, and Fat Monk can go.
Okay, that'd be dope. We gotta get dressed up again.
Come on, dress up.
Put the gray in. Get you a gray dress with some gray dread.
That's a bit much.
No, not really.
That's a bit much. We'll talk about it.
Good word.
Mm-hmm. Get you some.
I'm just saying. I ain't think that, but it's work.
Okay, Madonna. We'll talk about.
Get you some yellow.
Anyway,
Oh, yelling.
let's get out of here.
For sure,
It's
man.
almost 10 o'clock. Y'all
It's
playing.
9.
Oh yeah, man. So that being said, thank y'all so much for tuning in. If you got any questions, if y'all have any specific topics that y'all want us to hit, definitely please let us know. Again, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thank y'all so much for coming on here, sharing y'all hearts. And yeah, man, we're gonna go ahead and bounce off here, man. Anything else
Y'all probably see me again with the other couple.
Yes. That's a for sure. Ain't no maybe. That's a for sure. That's a for sure. Yes. Also, hey, well, never mind. I'll talk to y'all off here. Okay. Well, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Y'all be blessed. Have a blessed night. In Jesus' name. Is there anything else y'all want to add real quick? All right. Amen. Peace. I'm gonna go ahead.
Peace. Hop up on my phone.